I have struggled with doubts for a couple of days now. My faith has been failing me. Even shooting this video was a little struggle. Maybe it's because I submitted my resignation later this week. I'll talk more about that in my next video. But it's becoming glaring that I'll have no source of income and probably be broker. If you have doubts in your heart and fear is taking the best part of you, maybe you should watch this video to the end because I'll be sharing my experience with you and how I got rid of the doubts. Of course, I feel better now. I'm more positive. But when the doubts was really weighing me down, I spoke to a friend of mine. His name is Temple. He's into real estate and stuff. And then I told him, Temple, I don't know what's going on. I'm in so much doubt and fear. And then he told me about his experience when he got into the real estate business newly. He told me he wanted to know the difference between the guy who closes a 500,000 naira deal and the guy who closes a 50 million naira deal. And after watching these two guys, he came to a conclusion that the difference between both of them is conviction. The 50 million naira guy is convinced in his ability to close deals, and he moves with that attitude and he closes deals. And Temple put this into practice and saw how it worked. Temple will carry himself like someone who is convinced that he's going to close that deal. The attitude becomes very different and he closes the deal. And then he told me, Onyinye, you need to have conviction in your heart that you're going to succeed with this new venture that you want to go into. He asked me, if an angel of the Lord appears to me in the night and shows me how amazing and how successful my life would be 1 year down the line as a YouTuber, would my attitude change? And I was like, yes. I imagined the scenario in my head. Because my attitude will change. I'll be working with so much conviction in my heart, knowing what the end will be. And guess what? Later on that night, I was reading my devotional, and the title was Why Doubt? And I was referred to Matthew chapter 14, verse 22 to 32. And that passage is a story about how Peter was able to walk on water when he had faith in Jesus that Jesus could do it, and how when he had a little doubt, he started sinking and cried out to Jesus, and Jesus helped him up. What hit me differently when I read that passage is the conviction that Peter will have after that day and after even all other things that Jesus had done in his presence. Like no feeling or nobody in this world will be able to convince Peter and tell him that he won't be able to walk on water. He would be like, you don't know what you're saying, because he would have so much conviction. Conviction is a firm belief in yourself. Conviction is a very strong belief and resolve in your heart. Guess what again? Just yesterday night, I was online and surfing the net, and I watched Salim King's video, and the title was Limiting Beliefs. And I was like, how did you know? Overcoming your limiting beliefs. I'm going to link the Telegram group in the description box so that I can get access to that video, because that video is a lot. Salim told us and shared with us how some of the beliefs we have in our head is limiting us from doing the things that we want to do in our lives. And he also taught us how you'll be able to identify those limiting beliefs. One of the core messages I got from that video is the value of a friendship, and that is something I also want you to get from this video. Because if I didn't have a Temple, the doubt probably would have gotten a better part of me. Or if I had a Temple that is not like Temple, probably he would have said, not true, maybe you should not quit this your job, maybe you should do it for a little longer, who knows, you might just be broke and your life might not just be the way you want it to be. And I definitely would have been in a worse position if I had that kind of a friend and if I took that kind of advice. So let me continue with what Salim shared in that video. He told us of how he was also in doubt when he wanted to quit his job and go into content creation in 2019. And he called one of his friends, and this friend of his advised him to pen down on paper what his life would be like if he quit his job and go into content creation for the next 6 months, the next 1 year, and the next 3 years. And in another sheet, he should pen down what his life would be like if he remains in the job for the next 6 months, the next 1 year, and the next 3 years? And Salam said by the time he was done with this exercise, it was clear to him what he should do. And of course, the rest is history. So even if you do not take anything from this video, take the fact that your friendship has a long way to do in your life. Everybody has down times, everybody has fear, and that is why it is so important to surround yourself with amazing people, to surround yourself with people who will continue to believe in your ability and continue to lift your spirits. That is very crucial. I would like for you to share this video with any of your friends who is in doubt, anybody who fear is trying to cripple, and also save this video to watch when next you have doubts, because I will be watching this video. I'll be watching this video for myself. As I'm saying these things, I'm not just saying it for you, I'm also saying it for myself, because I also need this content. Sometimes fear comes in, but we shouldn't let fear take the better part of us. And please do well to subscribe to this channel. I went into my analytics and I discovered that 85% of those who watch my video are not subscribers. If you've been watching my video, why have you not subscribed? Please, I need it now more than ever. I'm going to also share my next video why I quit my job and what that is about. Also, do not forget to carry yourself with so much conviction in your heart, believing that you got all it takes to give yourself the kind of life you deserve. You have all it takes within you to achieve everything that you want to achieve. Love you. Thanks for watching. Bye.